Hello. It is a Sunday morning and it is a crazy, stupid hot day. Trying to stay hydrated through all this, but doing some checks on my beehives. And you know how you have a sports team you cheer on, baseball, football, whatever it may be, and they start off with an awesome season at the beginning and then just things start imploding when you thought it was going to be the greatest year ever. Yeah, my curse this year has been apparently swarming. I'm checking on my hives, and first thing I saw was that this hive that was going gangbusters and was my resource hive is queenless. Don't really know what happened. I almost feel a little superstitious that I feel like every time I find a queen and mark her, that they just up and kill her when they see the little colored dot on her. And I didn't see any replacements here, so this hive is not so good. It was my resource hive, so now I need to find resources for my resource hive. That I know I could buy a new queen. I have just a hard time with my scheduling, so I was going to go into my next hive, which had a huge number of bees, for getting some brood out there, and there is no brood. Matter of fact, what I'm seeing on one of these frames is, let's take a look down here, some swarm cells. See these guys down here? So let me see if I can pick this up a little bit better and show it, not to like get myself stung in the process. Nice and gentle. So when you see big hanging cells like this on the bottom, those are swarm cells. That means that the bees decided to swarm despite my efforts to put in blank unfilled frames to give them all kinds of room. It happens. I mean, if I was really having all the time on my hands, I guess I could be checking it even more frequently, but life happens. I have a job, and the thing is, though, I think that this is already an after swarm because there's no eggs anywhere. I could not find a queen, except I might have seen, I only saw her for a brief second before I opened up, a peculiar looking bee that crawled into there that had a little less pronounced stripes. And I think that might have been possibly, I might have caught a virgin queen having gone out on a mating flight and returning. That would be really cool if I did. So essentially, not finding a queen, not finding any brood, and finding some swarm cells. And as a matter of fact, I saw some other emergency cells, which are not, they're queen cells that they build on the frame itself that are being chewed up. So I think a new queen had emerged. So I'm going to leave those swarm cells alone. You know, if there's still someone to develop, you need those guys for the new queen to go out, develop, and get a mating flight. But and since this was supposed to be the resource to the resource hive, and this doesn't have any resources because they're starting over, so now I'm going to go into the next couple hives and see if there's something going on there. But overall, this bodes so bad for a good honey harvest. I mean, this is like peak springtime, and I've had so much interruption now in population that I'll see what happens by Labor Day. But I got to get on it and try to get these numbers replenished, because when they're not making new bees, they're not going to be having the army to collect honey. But that's how the game goes. So I'm going to be somewhere out there. One of these guys is going to have a good number of brood that I could share, and they could raise new queens in case there isn't one. I know that I think there's a good chance with that fossil box one having it, but this other guy definitely needs to start over. So that's what's going on in here in this midsummer June 22 day.